What's up, everybody? It's Noah or Endy bringing you week 4 of the JBA, the Giles Battle Association. I made my team prep video for this specific battle against Spam, the Blizzard against the San Francisco Giants. If you want the team builder, cool. If you didn't, it's not a big deal. I'll just fill you in real quick. He has a lot of physical attackers on his team, so I was preparing for that. He brought 4 out of the 6 Pokemon I thought he was going to bring. He brought the Haxorus, the Hippowdon, and the Scizor, and the Crobat. So I was feeling pretty confident at the start of the battle, so we're just going to go right into it and just go do a little play-by-play. Just do regular speed, no slow-mo or anything. So he starts off with the Crobat and goes for the U-turn, and I get the Rocky Helmet damage. I was like, awesome, I can just go for a free knockoff. Obviously, I can't set up any hazards with Sableye. But yeah, so he brings in Hippowdon and I knock off his leftovers, so that's fantastic. And then I'm like, okay, time to Prankster Troll, which was the plan for the entire battle. So I get up the Will-O-Wisp on the Hippowdon, and then the Confuse Ray just for the crazy, annoying Haxes-ness. So Sableye starts being really counteractive, as I was expecting him to be. And Hippowdon doesn't really have a move to make here. So I'm like, okay, cool, I can just knock off and just go for that chip damage. And his Hippowdon whirlwinds me out. I should have expected that. That was a misplay on my part. I could have gotten this Hippowdon done much earlier. So I set up the Cotton Guard. He goes for the Slack Off, obviously just to sustain himself. Good move. So then I just try going for the Leech Seed to chip away this Hippowdon a little bit more. And I miss Leech Seed, not a huge deal. And then I go for the Encore, because what I'm thinking here is I can Encore him into Earthquake. I can set up my Landorus and set up the Stealth Rocks. So he knows that he can't really do anything, so he switches out into Scizor. So I get the opportunity to take the Bullet Punch. I realize it's Technician Life Orb, obviously, Bullet Punch. And this is where the battle starts to go wrong for him, because I realize I don't really have a good switch-in to safely take a Bullet Punch from this Scizor. So I gotta start switching out and trying to find an answer for it. He switches out into his Poliwrath, and I left in Sableye. I don't know why. I could have easily switched into my Zapdos here, but I take literally 75% of my health. So I have to switch back into Whimsicott. And so, like, here I was really unprepared for Poliwrath. I didn't know what to do. So I started making stupid decisions, just switching around. This is how I lost my last week battle. I didn't post that one on YouTube because I didn't have this new mic at that point. But I really kind of, when I get nervous, I kind of back myself into a corner and just keep switching out until I can try and find an answer. And yeah, so I didn't have an answer for this Scizor, so this Scizor just going to repeatedly mess me up. He's going to take out my Drapion, who didn't get to do anything at all. I sent on my Sableye to sack him off. I'm like, I need to just nerf this thing, so I Will-O-Wisp it out, and Bullet Punch is going to do that. He's going to take Rocky Helmet damage, and Burn damage, and Life Orb damage, and it's not quite enough to take him out. I'm going to switch into my Zapdos, who in hindsight I realized could have taken a Bullet Punch at any point from the Scizor and scared him out, because I think I was carrying a Heat Wave. I actually don't remember. I never used it. So yeah, there's the Scizor gone. He brings on Magmortar. I'm like, okay, cool. He's going to Fire Blast me. I know I can take it, so I'm just going to roar him out. He goes into his Crobat, which is awesome that I got that roared out, so I get some damage on it. I know he's going to Defog. That's Crobat's main role. So I'm just going to go for an Agility so I can try and outspeed his whole team. For whatever reason, he left in Crobat here. He could have switched into Hippowdon easily. I don't know why he did that. So yeah, that's a dead Crobat, which is awesome. Gives me the opportunity to set up Stealth Rock so I wanted to again. For whatever reason, he outspeeds me with Haxorus. I don't know if that was Choice Scarf or just jolly and really fast, but either way, that happens. Here's the main part of the battle where things go wrong. So, I Draco Meteor's Poliwrath. This is Scarfed Salamence, Special Salamence, if you watch my Team Builder video. What happened here was I Draco Meteored his Poliwrath, did a great amount of damage. At this range, even though I have the special attack drop, this does kill Poliwrath. And if I'm able to kill his Poliwrath, I can get rid of the Ice Beam threat, and really Salamence outspeeds his whole team, has the opportunity to sweep, with the exception of Magmortar. I don't really have anything that could hit Magmortar for at least even neutral damage, from what I remember. But even then, I could switch out, sack off my Whimsicott, or even just get up a Tailwind and get it sacked off. And then it leaves the opportunity for Salamence to just click Draco Meteor for the rest of the game, and then just to clean up with Earthquake from Landorus. So I go for the Draco Meteor again, just kind of, because I am locked in. I don't want to switch out, because I know when Ice Beam's coming, and none of my team wants to take it at this point. So he Ice Beams, after he missed the Draco Meteor. Horrible play there. You know, it's Pokemon, what are you going to do? So I switch out, I send out my Whimsicott, sets up the Tailwind. There's really nothing I could have done there. I'm trying to just get some momentum going. I know I lost at this point, but I can at least pick up a couple kills with the Tailwind. So he sends out his Magmortar after the Poliwrath, and that's that. I get 2 quick kills, and I'm like, okay, it's Adamant Max attack. Maybe I could take out this Haxorus. So I just click Earthquake again, and it does 86. Not quite enough, so he just able to Draco Meteor and finish me off. So, in hindsight, there's a couple of things I could have done differently in this battle. One, I really didn't have a specific special tank that could have pivoted in to take some attacks from like the Polyrath and stuff. I really didn't have that. I prepared way too much for physical attackers, where I didn't really account for special attackers. Like that Mag Mortar could have easily swept my team if it got set up with the right moves and stuff. And then Haxorus was able to just clean up my team from whatever was left over because of the Draco Meteor missing. And also just the Scizor with Technician and Bullet Punch really was the first thing that really went wrong. Was I really lowered the damage on most of my Pokemon, the HP. I really allowed myself to not have options, because at that point I brought all my Pokemon down to like half health or lower. That Scizor really messed me up. I should have switched into Zapdos sooner to scare it out. I think I was carrying Heat Wave, or even then I could have just scared out Scizor or gone for Thunderbolt, maybe paralyzed it, I don't know. But that was another thing. In hindsight, I also should have brought Cofagrigus instead of the Sableye for my my defensive wall with Will-O-Wisp, because in that case I could have switched into Cofagrigus to take bullet punches. The Mummy ability on Cofagrigus would have gotten rid of Technician on Sableye, would have allowed me to Will-O-Wisp his team. It also would have gotten rid of Mold Breaker from Haxorus, but I guess wouldn't really have mattered on this team. So there's that. You know, there's a couple things I could have done differently. I definitely am not the best competitive Pokemon battler. I prepared a little too much for physical attackers when in reality he could have brought anything. And that's what he did. He brought the Polyrath and it really wasn't ready for a special attacker. Sableye got destroyed by a Scald and the Ice Beams messed me up, and that was a tale of the story. The tale of the battle. The story of the battle. The tale of the story of the story of the tale of the battle. So I fall to 1 in 3. Spam goes up to 1 in 2 or 1 in 3. I'm not exactly sure, but it was a great battle. He played well. You know, it's entirely my fault that I lost. I mean, I guess the Draco Meteor was kind of the win condition there. If I hit, I can't guarantee that I would have won, but I would have had a much better chance. But either way, it was a good battle. I only got 2-0'd. Landorus got a couple kills, Zapdos got a couple kills. I still love special Salamence, very unpredictable, and I'm hoping to bring Salamence later on. My next opponent is the Winnipeg Aqua Jets. They're currently sitting at 3-0, undefeated. I'm not going to sell myself short. I'm going to put up the team builder, obviously, after our battle happens or during our battle, so it'll probably be later this week. I'll post that up or next week. So yeah, that's about the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Endy of the Boston Bulbasaurs, and I will see you guys later.